It is the 765 LT from McLaren. As you can see, there are some little updates here and there. We're going to talk about that more. 4 exhaust tips. I'm calling the cops. No one was ready for that. I don't know how many people even knew this thing was dropping. I just found out about it yesterday. McLaren just dropped it yesterday. I'm sure some people knew about it. But let me roll the clip straight from McLaren Automotive. Shout out to them for posting it up. I'm using it. In no way, shape, or form am I going to be monetizing this video for profit using their content. But let's get the clip rolling and we'll talk about it after. So right away, the 765 LT sounds exactly the same as the 720S, and that is because they basically are exactly the same for engine-wise at least. It's a 4.0 liter twin turbocharged V8, and the same one, they're both the same. Obviously the 765 LT is going to be a little tuned, maybe even have different air induction, and it all makes sense. But let's get back to the clip. This driver for McLaren is getting it. It's a 0 to 62 miles per hour in a 2.7 seconds, which is a tenth of a second faster than the 720S. And then it gets 0 to 124 miles per hour within 7.2 seconds, which is just insane. And the way they do this is the 765 LT has 25% more downforce than the 720S, but it also has about, I think it was, let me see, I wrote down right here, I think it was like 176 pound difference. So just that pound difference is what's changing the whole outcome of the performance of the car as well. Weight is key. Every 100 pounds for a quarter mile changes your time by 0.1 seconds for any dragsters out there. This guy is swinging it. This is crazy. The 720S was like this too. I'll include that video as well in this, just to show you guys the different marketing scheme they went with the 720S compared to this 765 LT. Alright guys, so we just watched the video of the 765 LT. I'm going to include right now a video that came out from McLaren almost exactly 3 years ago. It came out March 7th, 2017. It's like March 3rd, 2020. Almost forgot what year it was. But let's get to that clip and let's kind of see a little difference. And you'll notice the difference too in the car because they changed the front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, and a couple other things, the mesh in the back, exhaust tips and everything. You'll see and notice the difference, but let's take a look at it right now.
Becão, não podia concordar mais.
Both videos, the 765 LT, the brand new one coming out 2021. We saw a video as well on the 720S, both from McLaren Automotive. My honest initial thoughts, I mean, I don't necessarily know yet. I mean, it looks cool, the 765 LT. I like how they updated different parts on the car, made it a little more aggressive. I like how they bumped the numbers up. I have yet to drive a McLaren. I'm still working my way up there. I have friends with McLarens, but that's not me. I'm not going to ask to drive their car just yet. I'm trying to work my way up there. I need to find an MP4 first to drive before I jump into that 570 bracket, so I can actually appreciate the different stages of McLaren Automotive and how they've designed their vehicles. So I mean, here's just a brief overview of the two cars. The 765 LT has a 25% greater downforce. So that's helping to improve the numbers with the 0 to 60, or 0 to 62 I should say, because the 765 LT does a 0 to 62 in 2.7 seconds, while the 720S does a 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. So there is that 2 mile per hour difference in that same time. But overall, the cars are pretty much the same in my opinion. I don't know because I haven't driven them yet, so I can't really say exactly how they're different and how they feel different and all that. But both cars do have that 4.0 twin turbocharged V8 that just sounds godly coming out of the gate. And there's only going to be 765 examples of the 765 LT, so that's something really cool about it. It's going to be something a little more rare, a little bit harder to get for anyone in that McLaren market. But to be honest with you, I haven't noticed McLaren's resale value going too hot. Some of them come out and you just see them depreciate really quickly. You see it with other cars too, with some Ferraris, with some Lambos. They can depreciate very, very fast. Within the 2 to 3 year time range, they become decently affordable for the average person to obtain. But I will stay on track on this McLaren topic. And I just want to give a big shout out too to Autoblog, Motor Authority, McLaren Automotive, because I use their videos in Car and Driver, for giving me some of the details on this, as well as just doing other Google searches. But those were the main 4 sources I got for all my information for this video. 65 LT has a 176 pound weight difference compared to the 720S, and McLaren does that through just adding more carbon, changing components, and even changing the battery. They changed it to a lighter battery, shedding off 6.6 pounds of weight just from the battery alone. That is insane. I think hopefully it doesn't cause any battery issues or electrical issues having a smaller battery. I don't think it will, but we'll just have to wait and see. Forward to actually seeing one of these in person, because that'll be pretty cool if I can see a 765 LT in person. Might have to go down to McLaren of San Diego. I'll be putting my buddy's info who works at Ogara of San Diego. So if you guys are in the market for anything crazy or extraordinary like a vehicle like this, don't hesitate to send them an email. And yeah, looking forward to doing more videos like this. I will be doing it in a more professional environment with the desk, better background and everything. I just had to get this video out, and I'll put a desk in my room and backdrop and everything else. But yeah, stay classy, and don't forget to subscribe, thumbs the video up, share it if you thought it was cool. If not, whatever. I'm not here to necessarily entertain everyone. This is my channel. This is what I enjoy talking about and learning more about the automotive industry, because I feel like I don't know enough as it is. So I'm learning as you guys are learning as well. So we're going to keep the ball rolling and keep more videos like this coming out. I think the next video I'm going to do is going to be on the new 992 Turbo S that just got revealed recently.